What is it like right now for you? Obviously, with everything going on, gyms are closed, and I know some guys have access to some weights at home, or maybe they have a friend that has weights. Like, how are you trying to stay in shape? And is that easy right now for you, or is it really difficult?
It's not easy, being that everyone takes in consideration about the social distancing and everything. But we do have a friend who has weights in his garage
Mm-hmm.
that we do time to time. Today I did conditioning as far as running outside,
Mm-hmm.
playing ball, doing all that. So like it's not easy, but it's not impossible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able, I can, to keep myself ready.
Do you think that you're doing a lot more conditioning right now than you would be otherwise?
Most definitely. Way more than probably I'd be doing if I was still with my trainer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good for me though
Mm-hmm.
in that outcome, because being able to have stamina and being able to last through long workouts and long running, that's basically playing the game for 4 quarters. You got to be able to last through all that. I think that's good for me.
What's the what's like the I'm sure you're doing a lot of different workouts. Is there like a two or three that are sort of your main ones that you do when it comes to kind of the stamina in particular?
Oh yeah, heels. If I'm not doing heels, I'm probably just running like in a
Mm-hmm.
straight.
Mm-hmm.
And then third one, I do it for my personal self, is like basketball. So like I'll go outside by myself, I'll shoot the ball, and I'll chase after it as soon as I shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
Just run in short distances as well. Because a play is like 4 to 5 seconds, so you got to be able to do quick distance as well. So like I'll do that. I'll shoot the ball and chase after it and all
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, man. I wish I had a hoop right now.
that. It'll help. It'll help get you
Yeah.
through.
Um, so just what I imagine you probably have a lot more free time than I mean, just like everybody else.
Oh yeah, I just went college shopping yesterday, about a good 4 or 5 hours, and I got a plethora of stuff.
What are you sort of doing? Are you, I know a lot of people are like watching stuff are you like binging shows? Or what are you kind of doing to pass the time, since we can't watch the NBA or anything right now?
Oh, I mean, usually what I do is I'll probably go to ESPN and watch some rewinds of some
Hmm.
NBA classics, or I'm either on the video game handing out L's to all my teammates on Madden, or I'm watching YouTube, playing with the dogs or something.
Okay, I got you. Now, would you say you're really good at Madden?
Oh, I'm the greatest. I'm the
You're the
greatest.
greatest? Okay.
Hands down.
Okay. I might have to see you back that up one day.
Hey, I
Uh,
got
um, I saw you put out I think it was a tweet yesterday. Did you talking about Joe Staley and remind me, who else did you mention?
Joe Thomas.
Joe Thomas, that's right. What was it sort of about those guys that sort of inspire you, and like uh, you know I imagine that those are two guys that you kind of look up to, and that you watch and you're like, man, if I could just get like them. Like, what really stands out to you about those guys?
To me personally, it was their approach to the game. They took it as if it was a life or death matter every time they took a
Hmm.
snap. Every time they passed it or ran a play, it was a life or death matter for them. And I respect that so much, because coming from where I come from, it literally was a life or death matter. To be
Hmm.
able to play the game that I play so well. So learning from them, like learning their drive, and learning how they learned the techniques, and learning how they learned to push through all of the difficulties they had to go through their career. I really just want to learn about their mindset. You
Hmm.
know, if I can copy their mindset, or at least develop it to where I could use it for my own personal goods,
Hmm.
that I could probably take a footstep towards the direction they took.
Okay, so for you, it's not even, and I'm sure that you'd love to ask them, like, stuff about hand placement and technique as well. But like for you, it's the big thing is, if you could only ask those guys one thing, you just want to ask them how they kind of stayed focused and stayed driven. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, all the intangibles that come in with hand techniques and all the
Hmm.
football, I can learn that from plenty of coaches. The offensive line coach at Alabama, he coached in the league, so he knows what it takes for offensive linemen to be developed to that point. I can learn that from them, but it's nothing better than taking somebody, a 13-year, 14-year vet who's been through this way before me, there's nothing better than learning from them how they stay focused throughout the entire time.
Okay. I gotcha. Why, I guess you say those two guys, is there anything specific that, that you sort of saw that made you think those two guys, or is it just kind of like, I mean, obviously they're very well respected, both two of the first guys you'd mentioned at their positions.
But yeah, it was really their stat sheet, their resume. Everyone knows Joe Thomas and Staley very well for what they did on the field, but like nobody really knows how they dug so deep inside of their head to be able to do all this, and like to see that come out of there, like what they did on Sundays, and it was really important for me to see that what they do firsthand. And after watching it, I thought, why not ask them for help? They but mainly it's because they're very well respected in their positions and what they did. So I figured I'd rather ask the best and get a step ahead.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, if they get back to you and really break it down, you could probably write a book off of it.
I most definitely will.